Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live! Woo! Oh my goodness! Oh, you would not believe what was going on behind the scenes. Kelly here, Kelly Green, my former morning show partner, raced across town to get to a different device because the camera wasn't working on his other one. Welcome, Kelly. Thank you.
With 1 minute and 27 seconds before showtime, I made it.
Yes, and thank your wife, too.
She is so mad.
Is she mad? What'd you do? What'd you do to make her?
I got out of the car, I raced into this other place and dropped the laptop on the concrete.
She's doing that cross her arms thing. Oh, that's bad. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, she looks mad. She still looks pretty, but she's mad. Pretty mad. Anyway,
pretty bad.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. We're good on audio. Okay, yeah, okay. Cardoso Media says, wow, the audio works. Yeah, surprising. Okay, today's show, I've got so much video. I don't know if you can see this, but this is all the show today. Big show. I've got this Mavic Pro to give away. That's a fake Mavic Pro. It's a
Mavic 4?
No, Mavic Pro, as in fake. It's a Snaptane. It's a Snaptane A158 drone. And we're gonna give that away to one lucky viewer. I don't think. Are you doing okay, Kelly? Is everything okay with you?
I am calming down. I was so stressed out, and I never get stressed out. But
all right.
I raced across town just because I made you a promise to be the co-host tonight, and I was going to fulfill that promise, even if I had to do the show from my phone.
Well, thank you for getting it together, and let's begin the show as Kelly breathes into a paper bag with the Cadillac of processed meat, pigeon jerky, everyone.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat.
Yeah!
It's balanced nutrition to help them grow.
All right!
And it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go!
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky,
the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah! Woo! Oh, feeling pretty good right about now. Thanks, everybody.
The internet is buzzing. People have been talking all day on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and MySpace about how big this show is going to be tonight.
Oh, it's going to be so big. And prizes. And the guest tonight is Jake Sloan. He is an Alaskan. And if you've seen any of the glacier video on my channel, he's the one who did it. We're going to talk to him tonight about how he put that together and what it's like to be a filmmaker and drone flyer person up in the great state of Alaska.
That's a big guest right there.
Oh, so big. Bigger than a glacier. Yeah. So I guess we want to start and bring in Jeff for the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Let's head over to the drone newsroom. Standing by the drone teletype right now, bringing you all the news. It's Jeff Sills. What's happening?
Hey, how's it going to you guys? Glad to hear you. Glad to see you here, Kelly. that was fun.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Okay, now.
So we'll start off the news with a gentleman at Lake Champlain who has come up with a rather interesting way of using his drone to fish.
Yeah, check this out.
Okay, I'm going to throw this out a little bit just so that we can get it further from the line. Take off. Okay, we're going to turn it to the side now and change the angle. Oh my gosh. Did you just see the fish? I got a fish. Oh my gosh. Holy crab apples. Oh my gosh. We got it. Okay, well, the fish is on the end. That is a huge fish. We're gonna bring it in by hand from now.
I don't think I would do that because of the possibility of it getting tangled up in the fishing line, right?
Did the drone catch the fish, or did the fish catch the drone?
Yeah.
It's old.
He had some sort of a special lure on there and was actually using the drone to drag the lure through the water to get the fish. And what he ended up catching was a pretty sizable fish. So I was impressed the drone was able to pull it to the shore.
Yeah, you never know what size fish you're going to get. It's going to be beyond the capable limits of the drone, and then in which case you're done. That's it. It's over.
Yeah,
but a lot
risk.
of people are doing that because I guess if you want to get the good fish, they're out far and you can't cast that far. So, but I want to certainly get a T-shirt that says "Holy Crab Apples" on it. That's my next thing.
I think I'll stick with boats.
Okay.
All right. So the Department of Homeland Security released their report for the Super Bowl, where they've identified that they had 54 drone incursions for the Super Bowl. I mean, 54. And they were banning drones before the Super Bowl to begin with. They had a no-fly zone, etc. So these were drones that weren't, I guess, susceptible to the no-fly zone. I'm not sure. But they had to take down a bunch of unauthorized drones. 54 different incursions.
That almost seems like a low number to me, really. I mean, it's Super Bowl. You would think everybody would want to fly over the Super Bowl or try to get close, or, at least get some footage of something. Or doesn't that seem kind of low?
No, since most people are there to see the game and not really play with the drones. And of course, you also have the issue of where to launch from, etc.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest thing to do. So 54 would be about what I'd expect.
I would think that it's mostly people that aren't at the game. I mean, you're not going to go to the game and bring your drone in there and have a chance of getting kicked out. It's probably people in the parking lot, right?
More than likely.
Yeah. Don't do that. That's bad, people. Don't do that.
All right. So next in the drone, we have a glimpse at the future of race broadcasts. A guy named Johnny FPV has one-upped everybody for aerobatic cinematography with this amazing view of a motorsport race.
This is great.
Wow.
I could watch an hour of that.
Yeah, and see, the thing is that the people that do these races have caught on to the fact that particular type of filming gets the adrenaline going even more than just like a static camera. So pay very close attention to races in the future. You're going to see a lot more of those types of film I guess, viewpoints in the races.
Oh, I totally welcome that. You have to be concerned, how will it interfere with the race? Can the drone get in driver's eye line? If a drone hits the wrong part of a car, I don't know what kind of problems could they have. But, back with and I forget what it's called. What's in the NFL, they have these cameras that are on wires.
Yeah.
Like a cable cam.
Cable cam, yeah. So there was an argument that would interfere with the game, and they've actually interfered with games. The wires, they've punted and it's hit the wires. So,
Oh, they had one of those fall and land in the middle of the field during the middle of a game.
I remember that.
Player, so they're staring at the camera. So,
but I guess if it gets more TV viewers, then they'll set those risks aside.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, they're using little race drones, and so more than likely, if one of those collided with a car, the drone would take more damage than the car would.
True.
So, all right. So next in the news, DJI, our all favorite drone manufacturer, has announced a solution development partnership with the Los Angeles Fire Department
When Keenan first told me about
deploy
drones,
new
I didn't
technology.
take it seriously. I thought of it as more of a toy than a functional part of the fire service.
A few years back, we had an incident where a vehicle drove off the road and into a pond. Keenan brought his own drone and used it to map out the most likely location of the vehicle underwater.
I remember the day was really cold, dangerously cold to be operating underneath the ice. The map that Keenan created helped us locate one of the victims that otherwise could have taken us days longer in dangerous conditions. This eventually led me to change my position on drones, and I gave Keenan the authorization to start a UAS program for the department.
It was a September afternoon, and we were called in to assist law enforcement with an armed subject who had barricaded himself inside a residence. Police and fire departments often work together as their training and resources overlap a lot. I requested the Linwood Fire Department to assist as I knew Keenan had thermal capabilities. The subject's phone died, and negotiators needed to safely get him a new one to keep talking. The incident commander looked at me and said, "Can you deliver it with a drone?" I said, "Of course we can. We're firemen." Frankly, I had no idea how, but I knew Keenan could come up with a way.
I had just attached a drop release system to an M600 and saw this could be an option. I had never done this before, and it wasn't 100% sure it could be done. Approaching slowly, we successfully positioned the cell phone just outside of a window until the suspect grabbed it. I released it from the drone, and 5 hours later, he surrendered peacefully.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Drones are here, a part of our lives, and they're here to stay, and they're doing good things.
Yeah, and the partnership is going to allow DJI to, I guess, develop new tools and new, I guess, specialities for the drones to be able to work within the framework of the LAPD and the fire department.
I have to back up a second. Someone in the chat is accusing us of playing a clip from a video game with that car chase. That was real, right? That was not a video game.
That was real. It came from several different locations, and the person that actually flew it is a guy named Johnny Schreier, better known as Johnny FPV. He's a Chicago native, has done lots of motorsport drone flights. So
it's real. Yeah. I'll play it one more time. It looks surreal. That's why you might think it's a video game, but it is cool. Here it is one more time. And again, let's watch it again. Do it again.
Well, and I will sympathize with the person in the chat. Yes, first time I saw that, I thought it was fake. I wasn't going to show it to you, Ken. I was like, no, it can't be real. And I went back and I watched the video several times. I went and did research to figure out what race it was from, where it was located, who was the pilot, etc. I found more information that proved to me that it was real. But yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, wow, it looks like a video game.
I want to fly like that.
I would love to fly like that.
I've got some amazing video from race drones tonight that you're going to want to stick around and see.
Okay.
They also look like video games.
All right, so the meat and potatoes for this evening is definitely going to be associated around the Part 107 changes that the FAA is putting forward to relax the commercial drone flight restrictions. And this is some pretty important stuff. The changes proposed by the FAA, of course, obviously are allowing the flight over people without requiring a waiver. It's going to be based on the category of the type of drone that you have as to whether or not the manufacturer has deemed that drone safe to be able to be flown over crowds, etc. And, of course, obviously, if the drone doesn't have any defects, of any kind as well. Flying at nighttime is the other one that we are familiar with, where the FAA is going to allow night.
Jeff. When you watch back, Jeff, and you get to this point, I should have hooked up my Ethernet cable. Are we back?
No, I'm still here. I just got no video for some reason.
I think something happened. Something glitched over here. We good? Everybody's still.
I can see you guys, and you're streaming fine.
Yeah, there we are. We back?
So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's continue with what were you saying about the Part 107 restrictions?
Okay, so I was talking about the flying at nighttime, and the FAA, of course, is set up the thing where you have to have anti-collision lights that are within a 3 statute mile visibility, but of course that also includes now the Part 107 pilots. They would have the ability. They're offering new additional waiver types for operations over moving vehicles, operations over people that otherwise wouldn't comply with the proposed new rules, and operations at night without using collision lights. So you could get a waiver to fly your drone without using the anti-collision lights. They also clarified what authority figures can request your pilot certification, because they didn't really clarify initially who was allowed to ask you for your license, which caused some problems with certain I guess groups. So they clarified that an FAA administrator, a representative of the National Transportation Safety Board, any federal, state, or local law enforcement officer, and any representative of the Transportation Safety Administration would be allowed to ask for your pilot certificate. Anybody else, they don't have the right to ask for that. And then of course the one thing that we've all been interested in is, and this is the proposal part of the stage on this, is the proposal to change the certification process. The idea is that they're going to do away with the test, and that they're going to go to a knowledge training course that you would take.
So it's going to be a practical test rather than a knowledge test?
It sounds to me like it's going to be more of a training class that you sit through. But that they would have you do that training class, recurrent training class, every 24 months.
Is there still going to be a written test, or is it going to be like traffic school where you just sit there and you pay your $100, and not that I would know anything about that, but you pay your $100 and then you take like 6 smoke breaks and then you leave.
Well, again, it's still in the proposal stage, so a lot of things about the specific details are being ironed out. They were talking about changing it to change the name to the Part 108 Recurrent Knowledge Test. So these proposed changes probably are not going to come into play immediately. We'll probably take a year or 2 years before we actually see them come to fruition.
Yeah, and these are all things that are being put into place to help corporations deliver SOX to us. That's all this is.
Well, the other thing is that if you go out to the FAA's website right now, they have an open forum discussion that as a drone pilot, you have the ability to submit your ideas about the new drone laws. There are several websites that have been talking about this. I don't have a specific link to go to, but if you go to the FAA site, or if you check some of the drone websites like Drone DJ, etc., they have information about this. I think that particular survey that the FAA is doing is going to end on the 14th.
Yeah. I actually have some additional information about this. It's the FAA spokesperson talking about this very thing, and here he is. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, baby! Now, I wasn't saying that your news was getting boring or anything. I was just wanting to mix it up. Thanks for that. Moving on.
I worked so hard on this. You know that? I mean,
I would rather take a training course or some type of, program than take that stressful test again. That thing stresses me out,
yeah, it
man.
was 40 questions of a lot of stress. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And the training course would be geared more toward the drone rules versus all of the other stuff that the FAA put in the test, with reading maps, etc. So it's a good thing.
It is a good thing. I actually have some more video from the spokesperson. Oh, yeah! Yeah! Back to you in the newsroom.
I am never giving you any more adrenaline-fueled videos. I'm telling you, it's going to be nothing but boring news crap from now on. All right, so the next story that we have is a drone pilot captured a very dramatic collapse of a glacier in Iceland.
Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, he was right there at the right moment.
Oh, yeah. And it's deceptive that, it looks like it's not a lot of ice, but that's, tons and tons and tons of this stuff.
Yeah.
That's video game footage if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, it's totally video game footage for real, man.
Well, Well, we only ever get to see those collapses from, the boat's viewpoint. And so being able to actually see it from the air gives you just an amazing viewpoint of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I challenge anybody to try to name the glacier that thing's on, because it's like about 60 letters.
Try to say it, Jeff. Try to say it.
Brita Merkel Jokul Glacier.
Close enough. Close enough.
Yep. In Jokul Sarlon.
Oh, it's one of those. The Jokals.
Yeah.
In the Jokal family. All right, I think we have one more news story.
Yeah, one more news story, and this is the fun one.
Uh-huh.
So we know that the Army was getting the Black Hornet nano drone, and we know that the Black Hornet nano drone is out in the wild. The Army is actually starting to take ownership of these.
Cool.
And so the Air Force, of course, got their hands on this and decided that they would really like to be able to use these for swarm releases.
Oh, yeah, swarm releases. And this is not video game footage?
No, this is not video game footage.
This is actual...
That's Call of Duty if I've ever seen it.
So these are these little drones being dropped out of these big, huge planes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what happens, Jeff?
Canisters disperse them, and then once they're in the air, then they can be directed toward whatever target they either need to provide surveillance for, or whatever, I guess, need the military has for them. It's really amazing to sit there and watch the swarm move the way that it does.
Wow, look at that. Wow. And these are all autonomous, that like preset missions?
No, that's somebody on the ground giving them commands and telling the drones where to go.
So it's one person controlling all the drones, giving them like a preset, like I'm sure they have.
Yeah, it's partially preset. What's amazing is, I think there's in the video for this, is the view from the ground as these things come flying by.
Yeah, there it is. Wow.
Oh no, it gets better.
They look super small in that picture you showed. Just tiny.
Man, that looks like scary stuff. By the way, thank you to Arthur Pettit. Thank you, Arthur. $20 super chat. Thanks so much. And there's no message with the super chat, but I'm going to assume that Arthur, for his $20, would like to see a specific video one more time. Yeah! Woo! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, baby! Oh, I'm getting the vipers.
Would you rather be the guy flying the drone or driving the car?
Drone.
What?
Because I don't have to wear a Hans device when I'm flying the drone.
Good point.
Google it if you must. Jeff, thank you so much. But before we go, Kelly and I have a little song that we're going to sing to you. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jeffrey. Happy birthday to you. Jeff just turned 50. Yeah. Welcome to the 50 Club.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah,
I'm already getting my AARP mail.
I tell you what, you're welcome to 50. Before you know it, you'll start losing your hair. You'll start at 50. People generally notice they start gaining a little bit more weight. So sometimes at 50, you tend not to have a lot of energy. Anyway, happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks for the news. Thanks for the super chat, Mike Roche Studios. $5 super chat. Jeff Sills, plug my 007 video. Okay. Richard Gray, $10 super chat. Thank you so much. As we bid a goodbye to Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
Most welcome.
Love you. Mean it.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
All right. Now back to just us, the cool people. Of course, Jeff is cool, but not as cool as he was before he was 50. So, Kelly,
Yep.
tell people what you do. We have a lot of new viewers here, and welcome to the new viewers. If you are a new viewer, please say this is your first time, or in the chat, let us know. What do you do for a living, sir?
I am the marketing director for a real estate firm, Premier Realty Group of West Tennessee. You can find us online at prerealtygroup.com. And I'm a licensed drone pilot, and I handle their website, social media, videography.
Yeah. And so what do you fly?
A drone. It's a drone. Yeah, I just fly a drone.
What kind of drone, Kelly?
It's one of those basic quadcopters that we all fly.
Uh-huh. What's the name of it? Kelly flies a GoPro Karma drone, and he bought it before he asked his good buddy Ken, who knows a thing or two about drones. He didn't ask me about it, and if you have one out there, I apologize. I feel bad for you, unless it's worked perfectly. The Grumpy Vlogger, happy birthday, Jeff, and welcome to the Old Farts Club. Yes, it's fun to be in the Old Farts Club. There's an old one right now.
Can all the super chats tonight go to buy me a new drone?
Yes, in care of Ken Heron. So yeah, feel free to do that. Now,
Okay.
if you're a first time here, I see a few people who are here for the first time.
Oh, Jake Sloan said, "So sorry, Kelly. He's your guest later tonight."
Yeah, Jake Sloan. We're going to talk to him here in just a couple minutes. But
Probably flies like an Inspire 2 or something hoity-toity.
well, he doesn't fly a Karma, and there's a reason for that. I have a Karma, some video of the last flight that you had with your Karma.
No, don't show this again.
It's hilarious.
Oh, come on.
This is an actual flight.
We're coming forward with the side stick. Oh, looks good. Roger. I've got a blowout. Paper 3. Get your pitch to 0. Pitches out. I can't hold altitude.
If you're over 50 like Jeff, you know what TV show this music's from.
Flight calm. I can't hold it. She's breaking up. She's breaking.
You know, that was only my third flight, and I thought, this thing is so easy to fly. I haven't had any trouble with it, and I didn't have any trouble that day. Hit return to launch, and I was just waiting for it to come home to Daddy, and all of a sudden it just went haywire and fell from the sky.
Well, I'm going to make you feel a little bit better because
Okay.
I have a video that I'm going to share about someone who crashed their Inspire 1.
Ooh.
This is from Tony T. He says, "Hey, Ken, how's it going? I thought I'd send you a link for your next compilation video. I bought myself the Inspire 1, and I was asked by my friend's son if he could borrow it for some promotional work. Would you let your friend's son use your new drone, Kelly?"
I wouldn't let my friend's son use my GoPro Karma.
He said, "I was told the pilot was qualified. So being the kind of guy that likes to help out when I can, I said, yes. Fool! I'd only had 15 minutes of flight time with her myself before he borrowed it, took it out for a test flight to check all was fine, and then this happens. Check this out. So everything's good.
Oh, no.
He's just flying.
What is that, 3 Mile Island?
Maybe. So how about that? Just a beautiful, beautiful day
Majestic.
with the beautiful DJI Inspire 1. Still a good drone. I guess we're going to go around the backside of the cooling towers and check it out for a little bit.
Oh, no.
Oh, why, you might want to slow down. There's some trees coming up there, buddy. A couple trees. Oh, no. Well, you can just go up and get out of it. No problem. Just go up. Just go up, buddy. Up. No, not up. Oh. Oh, my. Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness. So, he didn't go up.
Is he up to the tree, or it didn't look like he fell out of the tree?
Well, he says, dude calls me up to tell me my Inspire was in a tree. So I went down to see, but by the time I got there, it had fallen down. The camera had come off and snapped the mounting plate. The arms were twisted and a lot of small scratches. When I asked how it happened, he said it lost signal and flew into a tree. Think I surprised him, though, when I went into the flight log and it shows the right stick at full right roll straight into the tree. Busted, my friend. Busted. I don't think
How much does an Inspire 1 cost?
Oh, it still has a comma in it.
Oh.
He says, I don't think he realized I knew how to do that with the flight log. Anyway, thanks for all the time and effort you put into Thursday Night Live. Your loyal fan, Tony T. And P.S. He managed to fix her back up, and she's back in the air now. So that's good.
So you're going to love this. I almost bought a backup GoPro Karma on eBay last week for $300 with the Hero 6. I thought the Hero 6 is worth $200.
You almost bought another Karma?
Yeah, but I lost out. I got up to $315 and then bailed.
That was fate intervening, my friend.
The drone gods were smiling on me.
Tony T, don't feel bad because, and I've never shown this, and Kelly, you were with me that day in the cornfield. You remember my Inspire 2 crash? I don't think I've ever shown this.
Are you about to show this?
Yeah. You remember?
I thought this was top secret.
Oh, well. So I'm out in the cornfield, and Kelly's a spotter. Kelly's the spotter, and he's spotting at this point, and backed right into a tree. See, that's what happens when you trust your spotter.
No, I'm not going to take blame for this.
Yeah.
We were a good 150, 200 yards away from the drone.
Uh-huh.
There's a line of trees like this. I'm looking at it straight on. You're in front of the trees, you're looking great.
Yeah.
The depth perception can't be viewed when a line of trees juts out like this. You flew into that line of trees that was jutting out. I will not take blame. I want people in the chat to say, whose fault is it? Is it Ken's fault or is it Kelly's fault on this?
Well, luckily, and you haven't seen this, luckily, that day, and I didn't know this, you can press a few buttons, and that video actually had audio that went along with it. So let me play that same video, but with the audio, and it might clear some things up here. Let's go ahead and check that out. Oh, this is a beautiful shot. This is great stuff. Kelly, you got your eye on the drone?
Oh, yeah, I got it. I'm watching.
All right, good. I'm glad you came along. I can really trust you with this. It's a very expensive drone. Okay, I'm just going to keep on going along here. And looks like everything's all right. You sure you got an eye on the thing?
Old Eagle Eye here. I got my eye on the bird. No problem, Ken.
All right, wonderful. Man, this is a great shot. What a great... Oh! Oh, no!
Oh, my!
Oh, no! Kelly, what happened?
I think I looked down. I got a text or something. I don't know.
Ah, okay, I figured.
Glad it's not my drone.
So that was actual audio from the event. All right. I thought you might enjoy that.
I had no idea you were recording that day.
Oh, yeah. Luckily I did. Otherwise, people never would have known what actually happened.
The audio wizard says Kelly failed at spotting, but Ken failed to choose a good spotter.
True. Either way, it's his fault. All right.
I've never been invited back to spotting.
I even gave you an FAA vest.
It was an awesome vest. I used it a lot, too.
Do you still use it?
Yes.
Do you feel as though you deserve to use it?
I'm still not taking blame for this.
All right, well, let's bring in our guest, Jake Sloan, which is just a cool name. That is a cool name. And now here's Kelly Green with the joke.
Jake Sloan sounds like a country star name.
It does, doesn't it? I'm going to buy his latest album.
What did the bald man say when he got a comb for a present?
What?
Thanks, I'll never part with it.
We're waiting for Jake Sloan to hop on here with us. Is he on? There he is! Welcome to the show! Hey! Hey, Jake. Now, Jake, you're in Alaska right now, right?
Yep.
Here's something I didn't notice. I didn't know. I didn't know there was Alaska time. I know there's Eastern, Central, Midwest, Pacific, and then there's Alaskan time?
Yeah, Alaska actually has 3 different time zones. We're big.
It is a big state.
Yeah, really big.
And there is a thing that I will share a little bit later that will demonstrate exactly how big Alaska is. So tell people what you do and where you are and all that.
So I'm in South Central Alaska, Anchorage, which is just kind of right in the, as you're going up the coastline, there's a little part where it hooks over and goes back down. It's right up in there. And I have a media production company. I do video. I do lots of drone stuff because drones are cool. I don't use a Karma, though, and I wouldn't ever use a Karma.
Kelly. Karmas are horrible, aren't they?
You know, I came this close to getting one when they announced it, and I was like, I'm just going to wait and see what DJI announces. And then I got in on the very first shipment of the original Mavic, and I'm so glad that I didn't get the Karma.
Thoughts, Kelly?
In, Jake.
I'm sorry, Kelly. I'm sorry.
What about if you could get one for $300 on eBay that includes the GoPro Hero 6? Is that not a deal?
It's still $100 more than the GoPro Hero 6. And you're only $50 short of a GoPro Hero 7 at that point, which is a great camera. Yeah,
but that crash was cool, wasn't it?
It was cool.
Not worth the money. So, Jake, you've sent me a few videos lately that are just super impressive.
Yeah, thanks.
You and your friends, you go out and play on the glaciers all the time. Isn't that right?
Yes. We take a lot of calculated risks.
Yeah. How far away do you live from the glacier where you've been filming? And do you have to take one of those little dangerous Buddy Holly killing planes out there or what?
Well, so the one I sent you that was from like the summertime where it was a lake filled with icebergs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That one was about an hour flight from here in a small plane. Now, the one you're looking at right now, that's a 45-minute drive from my house, and then it's about 3 miles across that lake when it's frozen. And actually, the ice cave, when I pulled back through the ice cave, that was in that same area, just an adjacent valley, about a 2-mile hike up the valley to this ice cave. So I'm pretty close to a lot of those places, which is really fun.
Look at this.
Wow.
How did you get in there? It looks like something you'd have to rope down into.
So that was a calculated risk. But there was an opening on this side that we could crawl through right there. That's the opening to get into that space.
Okay.
I wouldn't have done it if it was any warmer or like at this point in time, because the glaciers get more unstable the warmer they get.
Right.
But at that point, everything was frozen pretty well. So, but it's still a risk. But you'll notice like all the calving, the active edges or the active faces where it calves down into the lake.
Yeah.
We stay well clear of those because those are the dangerous parts. In fact, a week after I filmed that video, a chunk came off that glacier that was the size of a city block. And a friend of mine was standing about a mile away from the front of the glacier and took a video of it. And it broke all of the lake ice all the way across the lake. And he was standing on it. You can see the waves going through the ice like that. And he was terrified. But I've been out there when a small piece about the size of a house came off. And the ice was 6 feet thick, and you could feel the 6 feet of ice rolling like you're standing on a wave.
I imagine you can feel like the earth move when something like that shifts and falls off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it's terrifying. I see people go right up to the face of that, and it's so dangerous. They have no idea. If a piece started coming off, even if you had 10 or 15 seconds warning, you'd never get far enough away to survive.
So right
whether
here,
you were in a kayak in the summer like I've done, like this one here, I kayaked over with my son and a friend, and we hung out over there for the day. Or whether you're walking over there in the winter on the ice, like it's the active face of glaciers is incredibly dangerous. And
wait a minute, you've got kids and you're taking risks like this, Jake? Come on.
Well, okay, so yeah, we sat out in the kayak and we surfed some of the waves as pieces came off, which is pretty fun. My youngest son thought that was a blast. But I didn't go very close, and we didn't go in any ice caves that day.
So when you tell your wife or your son's mother, say, I'm going to bring your son out to the glacier, and we're just going to hang out in front, how does she react to that? She's like, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, she knows I'm going to be safe. I mean, I grew up mountaineering a lot with my dad and stuff, and so I will take calculated risks with myself. If I'm taking friends out there or if I'm taking my kids out there, we won't take calculated
When you
risks.
say calculated risks, that implies that you put a lot of thought into it. It doesn't mitigate the risk at all. It just adds a nice little adjective on the front to make it seem like you're smarter or something.
Right, that's pretty much the plan. No, so the deal is with glacier ice, like if it's clear ice or if it's like that clear blue color, that means that the ice is extremely compact, it's extremely dense, and it's extremely strong. And so that you can, if you don't see a lot of cracks running through it, then it's relatively safe because it's like concrete. It's so strong.
Okay.
When it gets white or it starts to get lots of cracks in it, that's when you want to stay away, because that's when it's basically turning into a death trap hazard.
Callum Kennard, $2 super chat, and Dennis Lovelady, $20 super chat. Thank you.
Jake, how big of a life insurance policy does your wife have on you?
Probably not big enough in her opinion.
Is there any special things you have to do legally in order to fly out there? I mean, is it a state park or a national park? Or certainly the glacier's got to be some kind of protected area, right?
Well, so that glacier is in the Chugach National Forest, so it's legal to fly there. It is within 5 miles of an airport, so you know if you're not a Part 107, it's not a controlled airport, but you do have to check in if you're just flying for fun out there. But a lot of the other glaciers are in national parks. A lot of Alaska is national parks, especially mountains and glacier areas, and so you can't fly in a lot of those places, which is one of the reasons I go to that place quite a bit, because it's pretty easily accessible and it's it's legal.
Yeah, and in Alaska, really the only way to get around to most places is by bush plane.
yeah, because we have 3 main roads that run through the state. There's no interstates or anything like that. We have 3 state highways that run through the state, and then everything else is basically by bush plane. We have more planes per person up here than anybody else anywhere else in the world. And they're almost all these little super cubs or super stall craft, like that one I was chasing around in my drone in the video I sent you a few months back. And
so you must
just
have
the way to go somewhere.
You must get a lot of TFRs, temporary flight restrictions, and warnings. There must be pockmarked of little airports all over the place on a map when you look to check the sectional charts to see if you can fly.
Yeah, if you look up on the app Air Map, there are yellow circles everywhere. They're just everywhere, because I wouldn't say Farmer Joe. We don't have a lot of farmers up here, but Miner Joe, who mined gold mine out there, for like the last 700 years, he landed in his front yard several times. So that became an airstrip at some point. And so there's stuff like that everywhere. There are a fair amount of TFRs because we get a lot of military activity up here. In fact, that video I sent you that was in the summertime, which was a couple months back, my Mavic 2 video.
Yeah.
There was a TFR at the end of that glacier because a bomber had crash landed up there in the 50s, and the pieces of the wreckage had finally come to the front of the glacier 50 years later, and they were collecting the pieces as it came out of the glacier.
Wow.
There. So that was even me and my friend, when we were flying around the area in his plane, we had to skirt that area because that was a little military salvage operation going on.
Speaking of AirMap, that's what I'm trying to use right now, just to show. But let's see here as I zoom out. Alaska is such a huge place. Yeah, you're right. Look at all these little airports all over the place. People don't realize how big Alaska is. If you go to the website here, it's called thetruesize.com. I have Alaska highlighted, and this is an interesting learning tool for kids and people interested in your world. You can take the state and drag it anywhere, and you can show the actual size of things compared to, like, say, Australia. Australia is 3 times roughly the size of Alaska, but you put Alaska over the United States, it's clearly the biggest state by far. So sorry, Texans. I mean, and there's a link in the description to this neat little tool.
Yeah, in fact, if you divide Alaska in half, Texas would be the third largest state in the U.S.
Wow.
It's just giant up here. And the funny thing is, like I post a lot of videos of that glacier, which is Portage Glacier, and everybody thinks it's huge, and it's big. But as glaciers go, it's actually one of the much smaller glaciers that we have up here. Lots of them are 7, 8, 10 miles across and 30 or 40 miles long. And
are you
at that point? It's crazy.
Are you a daredevil adventure type person? Do you do you go rock climbing without a rope and stuff like that? Because it's more fun.
Yeah, I do less of that now that I'm married and have kids. Because something about wanting to be around to see them get older and stuff like that. When I was younger, I did a lot more daring stuff. I was a bear viewing guide, so I drove river boats up rivers, took people to see bears, and had some really close encounters with grizzly bears.
What's the closest you ever gotten to a bear?
12 inches.
What? How many? A wild bear? How many inches?
12 inches. So you want me to tell a story?
Yes, please,
I can tell you the story.
Please do.
Okay. So I was guiding bear viewing trips, and one thing, I always make sure the boat is clean, nobody has food. You want to make sure there's nothing on the boat to attract a bear, because there's lots of fish in the river, so the bears are pretty much, they're happy at that point. They're eating lots of food, and they're not starving like they are right now. And so had a boat full of people, and a bunch of bears were working their way down the shore, kind of toward where we were on the shore, and we were in an area where I could see all the way around us, so we weren't going to get ambushed. But they were coming toward us, and so I got everybody on the boat. We backed the boat off the shore a little way, and we're just sitting off the shore watching. Well, one of the bears, because they are kind of inherently curious creatures, decided he wanted to come just check the boat out.
Oh.
So at that point, I had the choice of either grabbing my pulling the boat away, or grabbing my gun and doing something I didn't want to do, or because it was a grizzly bear, and grizzly bears are actually fairly straightforward to read. I don't trust black bears at all, but grizzly bears are pretty straightforward. And so one of the things you can do is the same thing they do, where you charge them and you stop right before you get to them, where your kind of territory ends, and then they'll know that that's your line in the sand, so to speak.
Okay.
So I ran up to the front of the boat and then stopped right on the bow of the boat. And we're in 2 feet of water, and the boat is probably 2 feet above the water, the bow of the boat. And so I'm standing, and I'm 6'4", so I'm not a short person. I'm standing on the top of the boat, and the bear stood up and looked at me. His head was that far from my head.
Wow.
And so I'm looking in his eyes, because that's the thing. You've got to let him know it's your area. And I knew we didn't have anything that he would want in the boat. And so anyway, he looked at me, and I was thinking in my head, if this goes wrong, this is really a dumb idea, because he's going to swat me, and I'm going to end up 150 feet down the river on somewhere down there, because they're 1,000 pounds of pure muscle. They're just huge and incredibly powerful. And but he respected my boundary and went on his way to find fish.
Now, when you said that you didn't want to grab your gun and do something that you would regret, does that mean you didn't want to shoot the bear? You didn't want to shoot a passenger to feed to the bear, so you and the rest of the passengers could get away?
I like the way you think, Kelly. You would do well up here.
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to shoot. I didn't want to shoot a bear in front of a bunch of people up here. It's a little bit of a hassle for me as far as fish and game are concerned, and dealing with the ramifications of shooting a bear. But the worst part would have been that I would have had to have done it in front of a bunch of people.
And everybody in Alaska has a gun, right? For that reason, right? Everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, even people who aren't gun people carry guns, because you never know when you're going to come across some kind of big creature that wants to eat you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like with bear spray works about 50% of the time, depending on the bear. So it's not 100%. So either you got to walk with somebody in your group who's slower than you are, for sure, or you got to carry a gun. And the thing with guns is, too, people don't realize that moose actually are much more deadly than bears up here. They will attack for no reason at all, and they will stomp anything that moves.
I lived in Vermont, and the meese are very bad. People in the chat are expecting a bunch of bear puns, and I'm going to refrain from that because this is a very serious topic that we've diverted into. And I will just say I have a list of things that you should remember when encountering a bear. These are necessities of bears. These are the bear necessities. You look for the bear necessities, the simple bear necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, old Mother Nature's recipes that brings the bare necessities to life. Yeah. I'm going to get a copyright strike for sure on that.
Yeah, that was really spot on, man. You're going to get hammered by Disney here shortly.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that story. Now, I want to get back to this video I'm going to share here. You guys went out. These are fat tired bikes. And
Yep.
you're piloting the Mavic. This is a Mavic?
Yeah, that's a Mavic Pro 2, which is my favorite drone of all time so far. It's just awesome. And so some of these shots I'm piloting, and some of them are a friend of mine who's another 107 pilot up here. He's piloting because I was actually riding the bike in some of those shots.
Mm-hmm.
So like that, I'm piloting. This one I was piloting, and it's kind of a mix between him and me.
Really great stuff. How does the Mavic fare in cold weather, and what's the coldest you've flown it in?
I thought this question might come up because I get asked it a lot.
Yeah.
The Mavic 1 did really, really well. The Mavic Air that I had did okay, but its cutoff was like about 20 below, minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So, and I think that was the way they designed the IMU in that it just didn't handle the cold temperatures as well. Although I did fly my Mavic Air in front of that glacier at 17 below zero. I think I've got a video on that. Then the Mavic Pro 2, I haven't actually flown that cold, but I think 40 degrees below zero or something like that. It's been the coldest I've flown.
Do you do battery maintenance? Like, do you keep the batteries in your pockets, or hand warmers, and everything?
Yeah, I keep the batteries next, inside my jacket, next to my my last layer before it hits my skin to keep the batteries warm.
Mm-hmm.
And then it seems like at about 30 or 40 below, I mean, you have to keep a close eye on the battery temperature and the battery voltage, because if the temperature starts dropping, the voltage starts dropping faster. And so I noticed that if I was flying fast forward, it would start cooling down the batteries. And so keeping an eye on the temperature, making sure it stayed up around 20 C or something like that worked well. But there was a lot of times when, 30 below or 40 below, where I'd have to slow down and fly slower so the batteries could heat back up.
Right. Well, man, we appreciate you being on with us. It's been a lot.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
A lot of fun talking to you. There's a link in the description to Jake's channel. Please subscribe to it. He's got a lot of interesting things on there. What kind of stuff you have that you're going to send to me before you post coming up in the future?
You're doing a near miss compilation soon, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put together a few of my near misses for you and send those down to you. And then what do I have coming up here in the next bit? Oh, I've been messing around with my Mavic Pro, but not and doing more FPV style flying.
Okay.
For the effect of flying for the video. So I'm going to try and put together a video on doing that, just because I feel like normal drone footage is so used now in YouTube.
Yeah.
That trying to figure out ways to make it look different than everybody else is really something I've been trying to do. And so I started messing around with the FPV mode on the gimbal on the Mavic Pro, and actually I've had some really cool shots so far.
Have you
Most of it has been totally unusable, but I've gotten a couple cool shots out of it.
Have you ever flown a race drone?
No, I haven't. I want to, but yeah, I would love to take a race drone out on top of a glacier and go through the cracks in the ice. That would be a lot of fun, but I would probably lose several drones trying it. So.
I'm actually afraid to start flying the race drone more, because I feel like, just from the few times I have, if I got any kind of good at it, I know that my Phantom would grow cobwebs.
Right.
You know,
well, and then you see videos like that Johnny FPV, and you're like, oh my gosh, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
And
if you
here
can
they are
get
flying with a race car.
If you can get cinematic footage from a race drone, you are talented. Speaking of which, got some great video coming up later. If you are watching and you would like to contribute any kind of video to this, you can send a video. Please make it a streaming link, kenheronupload@gmail.com. Of course, we did mention that the next viewer compilation is going to be near misses, and I got a few near misses to share in a little bit. But Jake, as we do every week on here with all of our guests, it's time for Would You Write It? All right. And the Would You Write It for today, if I can find it, it's a really cool thing. And this is one I can tell you right now that I think I would write it, only because it's got a lot of safety protocols in place. So this is the Lift aircraft. Some of you may have heard of this. And it is this week's Would You Write It? Please let me know in the chat if you would write it or not. So this is a triply redundant autopilot computer with a single 3-axis joystick is all that is needed to fly this thing. 18 independent electric motors and propellers are the only moving parts. 4 floats on this thing provides stability, while a large central float lets you land on the water. The airframe's built entirely of carbon fiber. The Hexas, what they're calling it, weighs 432 pounds, is compliant with the FAA's powered ultralight classification, so no pilot's license is required to fly. And it can fly and land safety with up to 6 motors disabled. So you will likely never need, check this out, the autonomous ballistic parachute. It's got a parachute. So I'm on board. I would try this. What about you, Jake?
Oh man, I would totally try that. And I can think of where I would try that exactly. Maybe I should reach out to the company and see if they want to bring it up here to get some footage of it. That would be awesome for doing what I do. That would be amazing.
Yeah, that looks really well built. Kelly, would you ride that?
I would not, because unlike Jake, I love my kids.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see what people are saying in the...
Yeah, I take calculated risks, and that would be a calculated risk I would take.
The audio wizard
sure.
says, yes, please. That looks freaking awesome. Tommy Works, yes, please. Artco, hey, Art, says, heck yeah, I'd ride it. So we have a lot of yeses on this one. Usually, these things are like blenders.
Yeah.
That are trying to fly, and they have the blades right in your face about to bifurcate you. But yeah, this thing looks actually kind of safe. So
yeah, usually they look like, you know, if you crash, there would basically be nothing left of you but residue on propellers.
Just a helmet, just a head and a helmet.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Hey, that was really fun until it wasn't. Yeah. So, Jake, thank you so much for being on. It was a lot of fun. Please send me more video from the largest state in the union.
Will do. Thanks for having me on, Ken. It's been a blast. Love your channel.
All right. See you later. And
See ya.
Bye to you.
Bye.
Jake,
All right, man.
Bye, Kelly.
see you, man.
All right. Well, that was fun.
He's awesome.
He is awesome.
Can you imagine having that much beautiful footage just out there waiting to be captured?
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, if you have a glacier in your backyard, you're kind of set for success. You don't even need a drone. You can just point your phone. Glacier, boom, I win. Yeah. So, man, we got a lot of footage to get to. A lot of great footage. So let's start getting into it. Speaking of close calls,
Yes.
got a couple here. The first one is from Gary Foster. Gary says, Ken, I thought you'd like to see this collection of near misses. This is from Gary Foster. It's a short video, but enjoy.
Are all of these his?
Yes.
Oh, wow, look at that.
It's usually wires, isn't it? Always wires?
Yep.
Oh. Ooh. So that was a collection of his close calls. Thank you, Gary. And now I got one from Josh. He says, hey, Ken, here's a close call. My wife was my spotter. Kelly, is that a good idea?
And would you rather use my wife or me? Answer that one for yourself.
I'd rather use a chimpanzee than you. But as far as being now, you want as a couple, you want to do things together. But I would think that if your significant other was your spotter, then if anything were to happen, that would cause a little tension in the marriage. Don't you think?
Yep, you're thinking ahead. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. And that's probably why I'm by myself. Yeah. This is from Josh. Here's just some close calls. My wife was my spotter. She said she could tell that I was going to miss those wires. So she simply didn't say anything until she knew I had my shot. It was unnerving when I looked up and saw where I was. So here it is. And this is the old Richardsville Road Bridge. I don't know where that is. He didn't say, but here it is. It's a cool bridge. Ours, I'm guessing. Or is it? Well, I guess those are tire marks, aren't they?
Doubt it. Oh, yeah.
Huh. Oh, there's some wires.
Oh.
It's a great shot. You want to be careful when you're going sideways. Oh! Oh, man. That was a close one. Thanks for sending that in, Josh.
Now, a case could be made that she's a good spotter because she knew he was going to clear them. If she had said something, he may have panicked, gone up, gone down, and hit the wires.
True, he didn't crash. So that's good, yes. Hats off to her. Todd Henderson, $1.99, $2 super chat. Thank you. Please explain streaming video.
Yeah, a couple of questions on the chat have said, what do you mean by streaming link when you say, send me this for near misses?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Rather than send me a big, huge file, like in an email or something, just send me a link to a YouTube video to where I can click on it and watch it that way. Because YouTube, it's easier for me to download it that way, and my computer doesn't freak out thinking, well, this big, huge thing is a virus. So no thanks. So, like Vimeo or YouTube. Does that help? Sky Story Studio, thank you. Gotta run. Charlie is 3 months today. Miss you, Ken. Miss you too, buddy. Aw. A magic moment. Alexa, tell me a joke.
What did the basketball say to his therapist?
What?
I feel empty inside.
Not bad.
So would you like to see a castle?
I would love to see a castle.
Oh, castles are so fun. This is from Mike. Long name. Kowalski. Mike Kowalski. What's wrong with me? It's Mike Kowalski. So he says, I just had a visit to the island for my son's 14th birthday on the 23rd, and of course had to take my drone with me. This is the Mount Orgueil Castle, aka Gorey Castle. I think it's in the UK. Not many people actually know that our beloved state of New Jersey was named after an island of Jersey which resides in the English Channel. During World War II, the island was occupied by the Germans, and you can actually see the lookouts they built into the castle, which are still there. So here's a video. Now, he sent me about 10 minutes worth of footage, and I guess he can't edit video, so I edited it for him. Now, I do have to say, because he wanted me to give him some pointers, when you're shooting video, if you're just shooting video to take a look around, then that's not really going to be usable in a video in a cinematic respect. You know what I mean, Kelly? Like if you just go up and want to look around, because you're going to take your drone and you'll be like, hey, what's that over there? Oh, what's that up there? What's that over there? But if you're shooting cinematically with the intent of editing it later, you're going to want to make careful shots and plan them out. Like I'm going to go around this side, because the footage that you gave me, Mike, there was some great shots, but then, and then I can't use it anymore because otherwise it'll be herky-jerky. So I used what I could. It's a great location. And so this is Mike K. And enjoy this video of the castle. Who gets to mow those lawns?
Wow, look at that.
See the gun turrets?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that a statue of somebody on a horse or somebody actually on a horse? In that last
I'm
shot?
going to go statue.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike.
And by the way, if you want your video footage edited, just email that to Ken Heron, and he will edit your footage.
Yeah. No, I will. You know, I may not have time for all of it, but all the video you see tonight, I've edited for either time or music. That's why it takes me. Yes, a lot of people don't realize that. People are thinking the videos I'm showing is just boom, same videos that people send me. It's all nice and perfect. No, I have to edit it for time and for music.
Wow.
Because I'll get copyright strikes on a lot of things. So that's why it takes me 2 full days to put this show together. And another thing while I'm thinking about it, if you're in the chat and you're missing out on some of the chat, make sure you have live chat selected. Because if it says top chat in the chat, you're going to miss out on some messages. And that's going to be particularly important when we do our contest. So make sure you've got live chat turned on. And now it's time to give something away.
Hey, we're giving away more junk.
All right. It's time to give stuff away. Tommy Works, $5 super chat. I appreciate you and your dry humor. My wife is a fan. Add one more female watcher to your family. Nice. We now have 3. The sisters are doing it for themselves. All right. So tonight I've got the Mavic Foe.
The Mavic 4, did that just come out? Because I know they've
No.
rumors about it.
No. It's not a Mavic Pro. It's a Mavic Foe, as in fake Mavic, or the Favic. It's a Snaptane.
A1 5H, brother. This thing's gonna come at you, cut off your head, and make your jugular just spew.
That's your Hulk Hogan impression?
That's the kind of power this thing has, man. Power.
The Snaptane is up for grabs, and I made a video of me playing with it earlier in the day, and here that is, and after which I will give this thing away. Enjoy.
Hello friends, it's your pal Ken outside earlier today. You might recognize the same shirt I have on. It's very windy out here today. It's almost windy enough to mess up my perfect hair. And we can't have that happening. Oh my. The prize tonight is this Snaptane A1 steak sauce. I want to say it's an A1. Hey, it's got some numbers. It's a toy drone. It's from Snaptane. It's made to look like a Mavic Pro, but this is, make no mistake, a Mavic Foe. I mean, somebody ought to talk to China about copyright infringement. Anyway, it is a folding drone. For what reason, other than to make it look like a Mavic, I don't know. It looks like it has a removable battery, but it does not. It does have a camera. It's a 720p camera. This is not a bad little toy drone to learn with. They even went so far as to make it look like they have larger motors. This is a hollow plastic shell. This is not a motor. It's got gears in here, so it's one of those smaller motors, but the propellers are foldable. The controller is your average controller. It does have a fold-out phone holder thing here. It comes with an app that you can use, but fortunately you can fly this without the app. Not a huge fan of toy drones where you have to do too much work in order to fly. This one, it's pretty simple. I gotta be honest, this wind is a real concern. It's not a powerful toy drone, and the wind is actually howling. That is not a sound effect. Before I take off, I did notice something about the controller. There's something rattling around in there. I'm sure it's not important. All right, here we go. There we go. And, all right, so far so good. Now if I let go of it, it will take off in the wind. See you later. So long. Pretty good little drone, very nimble. Any non-GPS toy drone is great to start with. If you've never flown a drone before, this is how you learn. you get one of these non-GPS stabilized drones and just learn how to fly it, which way it goes when you do the sticks, and then you won't break a very expensive drone. This is not a very expensive drone, but you can win it. And here's Ken right now to tell you how.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, who wants to win this awesome, awesome drone? Alex said about the controller, there's a prize inside, like Cracker Jack.
I noticed a button, and I kid you not, there was a button on the controller that said headless. Is that, you press that and it'll sever your head automatically?
Yes, it does say that. It says headless. You press that and it'll lop your head clean off.
That's awesome. That's a feature no other drone has.
No other drone has that. So if you want to win, be the first in the chat to answer this question. Okay? And Kelly will be the final judge of this.
I don't even know the answer. You didn't tell me the answer ahead of time.
Oh, well, that's going to be real difficult for you to be the judge then.
I'd say that's right.
Junk Pick, $20 super chat. My goodness, thank you so much. That's awfully nice of you. All right. And now, I'm sorry to interrupt the contest with a money donation. Feel free.
Jake Sloan.
Yeah.
Jake Sloan's talking trash about me. He said Kelly needs that. It could replace his karma. Thanks, Jake Sloan.
Yeah. You know what? As inexpensive as this is.
Don't even say it.
I'm pretty sure the battery never popped off of this. That's what happened to the karma. Anyway. Here's the question. First correct answer in the chat wins. The question is, China's copyright laws have been in line with the United States and other countries since 1992 when they became a signatory to what?
Repeat that.
I will. China's copyright laws have been in line with the United States and other countries since 1992 when they became a signatory to what? And I'm looking for the blank convention. I'll give you that much. It's the blank convention. So Google away as Kelly Green tells us a joke.
Oh, this is a classic, and I hope Jeff is watching because today's his birthday.
Yeah.
What did the pirate say on his 80th birthday?
What?
I'm 80. I'm 80. I'm 80.
Oh, stop. Cloric said the Geneva Convention.
That was my first guess.
No. I think we have a winner. Let me double check the winner while Kelly tells us another joke.
You want another joke?
Yeah.
Why aren't koalas actual bears? And I hope Jake Sloan's, because he was telling that bear story. Why aren't koalas actual bears?
Why?
Because they don't meet the qualifications.
Dude, that is funny. Dude, I'm going to tell that joke nonstop. The qualifications.
I wrote that.
Did you?
I write all these.
That's awesome. I think that's my favorite joke you've ever said. And now, the winner. And I'll go back and double check. And the winner, thank goodness, the winner has a username that I can't pronounce. The winner is Epidadian. Congratulations to you, Epidadian. I'll go back, of course. Qualifications. Congratulations, you have won this drone where the battery doesn't pop off and it will fall down to its doom. So congratulations to you. I will sit that
It
aside.
was super windy today. I don't know how strong those wind gusts. Just the fact that thing didn't fly off into a wooded area is beyond belief.
I think we just got another super chat from Flying Ant. Ooh, the Flying Ant. $20.01. Thank you very much. These super chats are very helpful. Thank you very much. I do want to sincerely thank everybody for watching. I know we have a lot of new viewers tonight. If you like what you see, please tell other people about it. I'm really not that good at marketing myself in this show, so I could use your help in that regard. So with that, Hey, Kelly, you want to go to the mailbag?
You've got mail?
We just got a letter. 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 Wonder who it's from.
And who it's from is one of my favorite viewers. Her name is Afa Garin. Now, you know I have the candy exchange program always going on, right? Well, Afa is in Germany, one of my favorite chocolate makers as far as countries go. Love German chocolate. And she sent me some German chocolate for Easter. And before I read the outside label, before I read the card, I knew it was from Afa just from the packing paper, because you can see in here. Where's my cursor? There we go. I'll show you the packing paper. The newspaper is That's my German. See, it says there, it says, "Komm mehr Luft nach oben," or something.
You sound like Commander Klink from Hogan's Heroes.
That's the only reference I have. I apologize for being a dumb American. Thank you, Afa. So great. Afa has sent candy before, and she has the entire office here salivating anytime they see a DHL package, because if it's from DHL, it's going to be DHL-licious. Oh, yeah, I just said that. So she sent a bunch of candy, but there's none left because it arrived about 3 days ago, and my coworkers ate it.
Wow.
They're like, Ken, what'd you get? What kind of candy did you get this time? Well, I got some good candy. Like this.
What's in that little box? What's in the box?
This was my favorite. These little gummy things. And then I got a chocolate rabbit. This is all Easter stuff. Let me read the card before I share with you what's in here. Afa's so nice. She says, oh, and it's in German. It says, I guess it says Happy Easter. It says Frohe Ostern. I know one language. I think everybody in Europe knows at least three, don't they? They teach it in school.
They have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says, thankfully in English, she says, "Dear Ken, as Easter is coming up, I thought you might like some German Easter sweets. The eggs are similar to the ones you receive for Christmas, only wrapped in yellow paper. And I put a few more in just to be on the safe side, which is a good thing because there was 4 in here. Oh. And you know, I have 3 coworkers. Boop, gone. So these eggs are something special. By the way, if you'd like to send some candy for the candy exchange program, and it's a one-way program, you send me candy and I don't send you candy back. That's how the exchange program works. I know I say it's an exchange program, but really, truth be told, it's a candy sent to Ken program. But anyway, if you want to send me candy from far off lands, you can send it here. Ken Heron, 215 Baker Road, Huntington, Tennessee, 38344. Okay. Just very quickly, and we'll get back into the videos, and I got some really good ones. These are little egg things. And it's chocolate eggs with cream in the middle. And check it out, it comes with a freaking spoon.
A little spoon.
Because and I'm not going to do it. You break open the eggs, and you scoop the goo out.
Is the spoon edible as well, like those things we used to have, like Fun Dip when we were little?
The dip sticks?
Yeah.
I love those. I'm going to eat that after the show. Thank you, Afa. You're so kind. Well, that was fun. That was a good bit of mail. Robert Green, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. All right, let's blow through some of these videos. Kelly, you good? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good. Very quickly, I want to mention that I have an overabundance of eyeball decals. If you don't have eyeballs on your drone, well, then what the heck's wrong with you? Because if you have problems with birds and you put some of these eyeballs on your drone, the birds look at this and they go, oh, it's another bird. I better fly away. I better not interfere with this giant plastic, loud bird with the scary human eyes on it. And so if you would like to get some eyeball decals and put them on your drone, I have them in all kinds of sizes. I've got them in chocolate and vanilla. These are phantom size. I have little itty bitty Spark and Mavic size. And also I have these drone pilot decals. This is perfect for your case. You can put those on, and these are brand new, big, huge drone pilot decals. These are limited supply. So if you want any of these, it's only a $10 super chat, or better yet, you can PayPal me right here, kenheronupload@gmail.com. Make sure to put the flavor of decal that you would like, and I will get it out to you. Toot sweet.
Those drone pilot stickers would be cool on your car, too. I wouldn't mind having one of those on my back windshield.
Yeah, so everybody knows to break into your car and steal your drone. Excellent idea. Wait, did I just not sell some? Whoopsie. My bad. Peace.
Come back. Come back.
All right, I'm coming back. All right. You know, it's all about when you're flying your drone looking for interesting things, it's all about subject matter and finding the right place. Like, for instance, the glacier. Well, Mike, aka Junk Pick, who just super chatted us, sent a video of a really, really low tide. He said, "Hey Ken, I got this footage with my Spark because I used up the battery in the Mavic Air, but hey, it still looks pretty nice, I must say. This is in the Gory Bay right next to the castle. Hope all is good. Mike," whose last name I still can't pronounce, Junk Pick. So enjoy this. It's the Jersey Channel Island in the UK at very low tide.
I'd say that's right.
I would have loved to have seen a time lapse of the tide going out and the boats just kind of, wouldn't that be cool?
I think that's the SS Minnow on the right.
It was supposed to be a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. What a beautiful, beautiful part of the world right there.
That's awesome, yeah.
I guess this is something that happens all the time, maybe. I don't know. If I was a boat owner out there, I'd be a little bit worried about having my boat out there. Mm-hmm. But thank you, Mike. And now, some more awesomeness. Now, it might not be as awesome as this. Oh! Oh! Oh my God! Oh! My adrenaline! Woo! Oh! Oh, I'm getting the vapors. I'm gonna need a heart monitor. But this is from Esteban. He says, "Hey Ken, how are you? I hope you're very well. I don't know if you remember me, but I sent you a few videos in the past, and you sent me a very nice Heron aerial t-shirt, which has been very appreciated this past summer. This weekend, I went with my girlfriend to see some amateur racing 2 hours from where I live in Santiago, Chile. I shot some footage I found quite interesting. Feel free to show on Thursday Night Live, Esteban." Well, get ready for your adrenaline to peak once again. Kelly, are you a fan of road racing?
Absolutely. I've seen you do it many times.
That's not true, police officers. Now, you may notice this has a great combination of ground shots, handheld cameras, and aerials. You don't want to oversaturate your videos with just drone shots. Mix it up a bit. There's a dirt track near here, and I was thinking about trying to get permission to go film. It'd be fun.
You should do that. That'd be awesome. Yeah, there's a couple around you.
Yeah, I don't think they would have a problem with that. Thank you, Esteban. Much, much appreciated. Hey, Kelly.
Yes, sir.
You want to head off to Italy?
I do.
Let's go. Okay. Williams Aerial Media. Thank you. Big white eyeballs for my Phantom 4 Obsidian. Ah, yes, you want to have the white ones. If you don't have the drone pilot stickers left, love your show. You are awesome. Yeah, I have plenty. This is my stockpile. I have plenty of stickers in here. So yeah, whatever you want, I got. Although I'm totally out of the decals that say Kelly Green is a good spotter. All right, let's go to Italy. This is from Lorenzo Falcini. And I know how to pronounce Italian names because I grew up in South Philly. That's true. Hi, Ken. I'm Lorenzo from Tuscany, a region of Italy. I follow you on YouTube, and I want to show you my last bit of editing. Enjoy. So off we go to fine old Italy and Lorenzo's video. I love when people share their videos from all across the world. It makes the world seem a little bit smaller, doesn't it?
Look at that.
Yeah.
He'd been shot if he was around here.
That's true. He'd be jerky.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very nice.
Italy's beautiful.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
There he is. Wow, really nicely done, sir. That's Lorenzo Falcini. Yes. So, yeah, that was really great. Again, if you want to send something, go ahead and send me a link, not a file, to kenheronupload@gmail.com for next week. Don Coulter, a.k.a. Skydance. Ken, if I send you another $10, would you finally send me the large vanilla ice? Yes, of course. Thank you. Of course. I do get a little behind on the mailings because, you know, the post office is way over there and I'm way over here and I got to go on stamps and then the licking of the envelope. So I got to, you know, all that stuff. But I'll get it to you. I'll get it to you. I'll get it to you.
That traffic in Huntington, Tennessee gets crazy.
Oh, that traffic. So, all right, we did that. Some of you may have noticed that you've had some problems using the DJI Assistant with Windows. I got an error, and I needed the special services of Jeff Sills, our news guy, who is also my IT guy, and he keeps this ship running tight. So we're going to do a video explaining how to get around that, because for some reason DJI Assistant isn't working very well with Windows 10. So that's coming up. I met a nice Alaskan couple. It seems like an Alaska day. They stopped by the radio station here. This is not my home. It's my studio here at the radio station. And they asked if they could stop by. They were driving around the country down from Alaska, and I met them. And gave him a little tour, and there's some video of those guys.
Hey, I got some visitors. This is Leo and...
Donna.
Donna. I totally always forget her name, but it's good old Donna there. And they're from Alaska. And you guys detoured. You had a choice of going to a cave or visiting me, and you chose me.
And Mammoth Cave, not just any cave.
Oh, I'm more interesting than Mammoth Cave.
So far.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
So they were nice.
I've been to Mammoth Cave, and you are more interesting than Mammoth Cave.
Stop it, you're too kind. So, Kelly, you, sir,
Yes.
you had a near miss, didn't you?
Oh, 2 days yesterday. 2 days yesterday.
Tell us what happened. And you left it in the video. He does property videos for Premier Realty.
Yeah, I was droning a new listing. Gorgeous house. I think it's about a $300,000 home. And I thought, okay, what should I do for the final shot here? And it's just in this beautiful neighborhood. I thought, okay, I'll get a shot of the house, just right in front of the house or up from it because there were some trees. And then I'll pull back and elevate and show the whole neighborhood.
Nice pullback shot.
And yeah, but you know, when you're pulling back and doing that, it's almost just like you're guessing whether or not the drone can get high enough, fast enough to clear the trees, because there's no way to really practice that coming in unless there's something a way I don't know.
Right.
So I looked and thought, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can make that. Why not give it a shot? And I gave it a shot, and when I got back and looked at the footage, I didn't clear the trees. I just went.
You went through them.
I more or less went through them. Yeah.
And I'm actually surprised watching the footage. I'll show it here in a second. That you didn't freak out when you saw that. Like, you just kept going. It was like, meh, I just missed the tree by 2 inches. No, just keep going.
Well, I knew that was the only tree that concerned me. Once I got above that, I was good to go. And when I looked down at the controller and saw, wow, how close that was, I knew I was fine at that point. But man, that was a close, near miss, yeah.
Okay, well, let's check that out. This is Kelly's video. Shot with a GoPro Karma, believe it or not.
Yeah.
This is a lovely home with a great school district. It's got 3 poopers and 2 bedrooms.
Do you call them poopers in the industry?
It's a basic 5
Oh,
bedroom,
I'm sorry. It's got
home.
4 poopers. Nice. So here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Let me back that up one more time. That was close.
You can see if you look to the left, I didn't clear the tree. I just kind of went through it.
You did. You went through it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And then you continue on into the lower atmosphere.
Right.
Because people who are buying a house, they want to know what their neighborhood looks like from space. It's important.
Like 300 feet up. That was pure luck. That was just luck.
Yeah. Oh, Arthur, another super chat from Arthur. Thank you. $15 super chat. Love some more swag to display at AUVSI at the end of the month. I have eyes on all my aircraft except my company's aircraft. I'd get in trouble. Yeah, we can't have that.
But you know, if you crash and burn a Karma, what have you lost really?
Were you kind of hoping you would? Is it kind of like when we worked at the radio station together, and very often I noticed Kelly would leave the keys to our station van on the dashboard, I guess in the hopes that somebody would steal it because it's a piece of crap van and the insurance would pay for it?
Let's just say I wouldn't have taken that chance with a Mavic.
Yeah, you're right about that. Okay. Couple more videos, and we have to do the viewer visit. Gosh, the show's getting long, but I do want to get these videos. The viewer video of the week is astonishing. It is absolutely amazing. You'll hurt your head trying to think of how it was done. Speaking of pullbacks, let's go ahead and do one from Lima, Peru. This is from Carlos. This is an incredible pullback. Hello, Ken. My name is Carlos Pestana. I am from Lima, Peru. I would like to share some shots I made in the mountains of Peru, the Choctaw Canyon with the Mavic 2 Pro, so you can share them on your show. Among the tourist attractions is the Choctaw Canyon, a rock formation, the product of erosion along the river, which has gigantic walls that can measure up to 60 meters high. I did a backward shot through them. Enjoy. And this is from Carlos. This is in Lima, Peru, and it is absolutely beautiful. Enjoy this.
Whoa. Wow. Very cinematic.
Yeah. Wow. He just keeps going. I want to see it again. Let me back it up. I want to see that one part again.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I like that one part he did with the audio.
Ah, that's great.
That was really cool. Thank you for sending that in. That's from Carlos. We get
By the
another
way, $2 super chat from Yasmani Lara and wants you to say hi to or happy birthday to his wife, and I believe it's pronounced Daynellis.
Oh, happy birthday, Daynellis. Yeah, happy birthday. And now here's Kelly Green to sing happy birthday to you.
1, 2, 3, happy birthday to you.
All right.
Happy. Is that it? Are you cutting me off?
No, you're there. Go ahead.
Dude, don't jump in when I'm trying to sing. I don't need your accompaniment. I don't need your backup.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Please go.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Daynellis. Happy birthday to you.
What'd you think of that, kids? Ah, kids, no. Kids, did you think that Kelly was a good singer or a bad singer? Did you think he was a good singer? Oh, no. No? Sorry. Do you want him to sing again? Yes. Oh, okay, go ahead.
What are you going to sing? Just throw anything at me now.
Oh, Lord, no. All right. So, all right, couple more videos. Everybody still good? We still interested? How many people are watching? We got at least 17? All right.
14 right now.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. Now, I did promise that I would show this video. You know the drone interest group in Mesquite, Texas, John Horn High School? I went there, visited the kids.
Oh, yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah, I got a video from Fernando. He is a student. He says, "Hey, Ken, my name is Fernando, a student of Mr. Calverley. Recently, I made a news package for the John Horn High School Drone Interest Group, and it has been chosen out of many finalists in this year's Mesquite ISD Film Festival." Way to go, man. Every view and like is considered one vote for the contest, and we would appreciate your support. Thank you. So, yeah, let's go ahead and I'm going to show a little bit of the Drone Interest Group, and there's a link in the description to the video, so if you want to check it out, please do, and you can support these kids. The Drone Interest Group. This is John Horn High School in Mesquite, Texas.
Also known as DIG.
A science teacher. I teach IPC and POT. And I'm the Drone Club sponsor.
Once we saw the interest that was generated from our drone interest group, we decided to go ahead and make it into a club. We have nothing on campus to teach this kind of technology, so the club was the best way to reach these students.
At first, the district was a little hesitant, or we had information that they didn't want us to have drones in the classroom, things like that. But as I showed the principal here and some of the other faculty people in the district offices how important it was that we learn these STEM technologies using drones, they became more and more interested in it, and it's actually going to become a class next year.
Seeing the amount of people that have come in, like we've grown quite a bit since we first started, so seeing the amount of people that have been here all kind of interested in being able to do something all at the same time that has to do with the drone group has been something that's been pretty fun for me to watch, at least.
I tell everybody the same thing. Any drone you get your hands on, to learn the controls, what makes what happen, understanding the general basics of it, you can buy one for $10. We buy toy ones all the time, and we get the kids started just learning how to fly, learning the concept, that props create force that pushes down, that makes it go up. So once they learn those basics, you go from there to whatever.
All these different aspects that go with drones that can help you for many different careers in the future. If you have any part of that interests you, coding and anything that interests you, I would say that you should come anyways. Just don't let anything stop you, and come and check it out, and you may find that it's probably one of the best things you've ever done.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad that the kids are being taught this in a school setting. This is part of the world now. Drones are here to stay. And there's so many
awesome.
Good things that drones can do. The funny thing I noticed about the Drone Interest Group, the principal at that school is just really cool. He's a great guy. When I went to visit, he let me fly the spinning blades of death down this everywhere, anywhere I wanted in the school. But you know where the Drone Interest Group meets?
Where? In the gym.
Well, drones are very, very noisy, So they meet in the library. So where do we put these loud machines? Let's put it in the library. Good idea. It is funny watching people, studying and everything, and then there goes a drone. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to play this video next week. I'm gonna wrap that in foil and save it for next week. So I got 2 videos here left. I'm gonna leave it up to you, Kelly. Do you want to see a video about an abandoned theme park, or do you want to see a video about some Kansas rednecks setting a field on fire with fireworks? Wonder which one he's gonna pick.
When you said abandoned theme park, I was like, I'm sure I'm going to pick that one, but no thanks. I'm going to go with the Fields of Fire.
Okay, all right. This is from Todd Fox and Friends. Fox and Friends. Hey, Ken, this is a video that I thought you would be interested in sharing on Thursday Night Live. Does it have fire? Yes. Does it have fireworks? Yes. Every spring we do controlled burns on our pastures in southeast Kansas. The purpose of this is to release nutrients into the ground, which helps revitalize the prairie, and it also helps with brush and weed control. It's also really cool to see. So this year I thought, why not have a little fun with it? So we decided to use a few leftover jumping jacks and sparklers to assist in starting the fires. I hope you enjoy and keep up all the hard work. The drone community appreciates what you do. Todd Fox. So enjoy this fiery field, my friends in Kansas. Hey, I got an idea. We gotta burn this field anyway. Why don't we start it with fireworks? This could be anywhere in Tennessee. It always starts with, wasn't one of them holding a beer?
Yep.
I got an idea. You see a dude like sitting in the back of a truck holding a beer, and he says, I got an idea. Run for the hills.
Run for your life.
Because this is not going to be a good idea. But this actually did work. Look at that. What a great thing to film with the drone. Look at that. Love rednecks. Oh man, Kansas. I almost worked there.
Kansas? Didn't you live in Kansas for a while?
No, Nebraska.
No, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Oh gosh. Send all complaint letters to Kelly Green. Look at this little tornado.
Oh wow.
Isn't that cool? That's awesome, man. Thank you very much for sending that in.
This video started out with 7 or 8 people. It was down to 1 by the time all the fields had burned, so that concerns me a little bit.
Yeah. That was great. Hey, man. I got an idea. No, hear me out. No. Listen, I got some leftover fire. I know what you're going to say. Look, if it gets out of control, we can just pee it out. Have you heard that? I have heard those words before. Look.
Pee it out?
Yeah. If it gets out of control, we can just pee it out. You got to pee, right? No, I got to pee real bad. So I'm fireman today. Oh my God. I want a t-shirt with like flames on it. It says, don't worry, I'll pee it out. All right. So now that I mentioned the abandoned theme park video, we got to share it, right? Okay.
By the way, Tommy Works, I think it was a $4.99 super chat. Thanks, man.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yes, thank you to all the super chats. Thanks to the regular chats. I don't mean to ignore you guys. It's just going by pretty quickly. All right. So nearing the end of the show here. It's a long one, but man, we had some great videos. And again, the viewer video of the week will blow your mind. It's so hot, you'll have to pee it out. All right. The abandoned theme park video is from Steve D. Skycam Video. Says, hey, Ken, just thought I'd share this video I just posted on YouTube. It's about an hour's drive from me in Chorley, UK. It's a closed down theme park called Camelot. been open since the 80s, but closed about 7 years ago. Soon the land will be cleared, and this may be the last time to ever see it. Security's all over the site, so I didn't want to fly too low, but got some good shots. Hope you like it, and feel free to share with your groupies. Lol. Love you, dude, but in a manly way. Oh, it's kind of disappointing. Just in a manly way, huh? Love you back, Steve. So here it is. This is in Chorley, UK. Enjoy. I would totally explore a place like this.
I know you would.
Unless they had a fence that said no trespassing.
Then you would climb the fence and explore a place like that?
No, I would climb the fence, remove the sign that says no trespassing. No, I wouldn't do that. Don't do that. That's looks like it might have been fun at one point or other in its lifetime. I'd say any theme park with a castle, it's got to be fun.
Wow.
What's the last theme park you went to, Kelly?
Last theme park I went to was Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana last summer. Makes me sad to see that, you know?
Yeah, because you know that was some family business.
Yeah, and millions were lost.
Right, but there's so many memories there.
Yep.
But the smaller theme parks get kind of absorbed by these big, huge corporation theme parks.
Yeah.
There's not a lot
bet that was a go-kart track right there
Yeah.
to the castle.
Not a lot of mom and pop businesses left in the world. It is kind of sad.
right.
Man, you kind of bummed me out there at the end, man.
Just pee it out.
I'll pee it out. You know,
dude, you got to do a T-shirt on that. That would be a seller and a half.
The problem is with
Drone
that.
on fire and pee it out. The caption, pee it out.
You can't, but you can't convey the accent. The accent's important, and a T-shirt doesn't make noise. I mean, if you just say a T-shirt, don't worry, I'll pee it out. People would be like, what? You know. But if you said, "Hey, don't worry, I'm gonna pee it out for you." All right. You know what? People in the chat have reminded me several times that it is probably time to recenter our chi with the raz to the mutaz. It's time. Yes. Let us enter a magical land better than any theme park. It's called the Razzmatazz. If you're new to the stream, you're probably at this point wondering to yourself, what in blazes is this? I didn't sign up for this. There's no drones in there. No, there's nothing in there except a mirror to your soul. Let the Raz get in every pore of your being. Nothing bad can happen while you're in the Raz. Let it wash over you, Kelly Green. Don't worry, I'll pee it out! All right, well...
Hashtag pee it out is now trending on Twitter.
Let's do a viewer visit.
What's on your mind? We'd really like to hear.
Ideally, what I should have done is about 10 minutes ago said, hey, if you want to be our viewer visit of the day, which is just some random person that I'll bring into the show via Skype. If you have Skype, please put your Skype username in the chat up here, and then I will copy and paste said username into the Skype over there, and then you will be here with us. But usually at this point in the show, there's probably a little bit of a lag going on. So far, all the people that have visited, and each person that visits gets a prize. Today's prize is a visit to the track. Woo, dog, I tell you what, man, them tires on fire. You can't beat those tires out. You can't do it. Woo!
Sunday, adrenaline race time!
What is it? Those commercials would be like, you know, wait, what was it like?
You could buy the entire seat, but you only need the edge.
Yes. Oh, mercy.
Okay, so now back to the viewer visit. Is anybody who wants to visit with us?
Rudy McMahon, Winkler McMahon at Outlook.com.
Here's the thing: you can't. It's got to be a Skype thing. It can't be Hangouts or FaceTime. It's got to be a Skype username. And I've tried those before.
And then that work.
Yeah.
Droning Harry likes my watch. Thanks, Droning Harry.
And
That's
now
the new
here's Kelly to
TicWatch Pro.
tell us a little bit about his watch.
It's called the TicWatch Pro. It's an Android smartwatch, and I actually won it on Instagram, and I've been super duper impressed with it. I think it retails for about $200. You might be able to get it a little less than that right now, and it is awesome. I love it.
Okay. So I think we have JFed 15. We'll try him. Tex Mayberry. Every time I play that video of the supercar madness, he's like, fake. So fake. All right. So let's see if we can add somebody.
JFed 15.
Yeah, let's see if we can bring him in here.
J Federally 3.
Yeah, I think his name is Joseph. If you're Joseph, that's who popped up, and we're gonna give her the old college try. And now here's Kelly Green with a joke.
Oh.
Don't have another joke, do you?
I had one and I lost it. I got no more jokes.
Oh wait, I think he's here.
Hey Ken.
Hey man, who's this?
Joseph.
Joseph, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you.
Hey, all right, now you can't see Joseph yet because I gotta press a few buttons here. This is the part of the show that we sure would be a great thing if I could get this to be smooth. But let me go ahead and Kelly, talk to Joseph for a second while I add him in here.
Where are you? You sound like you have an accent.
I'm in Cincinnati.
Are you a Cincinnati Reds fan?
Yes.
Dude, this is the greatest guest we've ever had.
Oh.
The Reds are now 4-8. We started the season 1-8. We've won 3 in a row. Have you been following them? Yes or no?
Yes.
Who's your favorite Cincinnati Red?
Joey Votto.
Joey Votto, what up?
Oh no! What have I done?
Is he the greatest hitter in Reds history?
No.
What? Statistically, I think you might be wrong, Joseph. Who's the greatest hitter in Reds history, in your opinion?
I don't really know.
Say Barry Larkin. Don't say Pete Rose.
I could agree.
There we go. Okay, now we got him. Now we got him.
Reds.
Man, this should be.
I see his ear.
Yeah, this should be a little bit easier.
Yeah, there he is.
There we go. I think we got him. All right. Hey, can you do? Wait, no, then I'm not in there.
That's even better. How old are you, Joseph?
I'm 14, turning 15 in a month.
Awesome. So you're a sophomore in high school.
No, I'm in 8th grade.
Wow. Okay, gotcha.
Hey, bud, could you go landscape on us? Landscape?
Yes.
There you go. I think kids default to the non-landscape, don't they?
That fixed it. Yeah, they're so used to their Snapchat and Instagram.
Are you on the
portrait-
Snapchats? Do you do all the Snapchats? You young whippersnappers with your skateboards and your...
No, I do not.
Well, I don't know what old people say. So, hey, man, where are you in the world? You're in Cincinnati then?
Yes.
Okay. Well, cool, man. You watch the show all the time?
Oh, yes. I have been a long-term subscriber.
Well, thank you for doing that. What kind of drones do you have?
I have a Phantom 4.
And what you like it a lot?
Oh, I love it.
What do you film in your area? Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do not. Hang on, I have my drone with me.
Oh yeah, let's see the drone. By the way, if you're under 18, you must ask parents to be before you're on a worldwide stream. You did ask your parents, right? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
There it is. There, if you can see it.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. What have you done to it? You done decorated it up a little bit there.
Skin decal.
Skin.
Nice.
Yeah, let's get a close up of that. Let's see how far. Oh, that good one. Yeah. Yeah,
Joseph, how long have you watched Thursday Night Live?
I
think you stumped him.
Probably about 3 months.
3 months. Who's your favorite co-host?
Probably you.
Yes!
The answer, when anybody asks you a question like that, the answer is always you. Whoever asked you the question, that's your best bet. So are you the coolest kid on your block, or is everybody in your little group of friends, they all have drones, or are you the only one?
So I actually am the first one in our neighborhood to have a drone.
And are you pretty cool? Everybody wants to come over and play with the drone?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you have anybody in your neighborhood that hates the drone, like a neighbor or anything?
Nothing yet.
Okay, good. As long as you're not flying over into their windows or anything weird like that.
No.
Okay. Well, Cincinnati, I'm not that familiar. What kind of landmarks do they have there? Like as far as cool buildings and stuff?
Nothing really important, but there's downtown Cincinnati, the skyline.
Okay. And can you fly in downtown Cincinnati?
I don't really know. I haven't flown down there before, so.
Okay.
You got some awesome bridges there.
Yes.
Great bridges. You've got the Great American Ballpark. You've got Paul Brown Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly, did you ever live in Cincinnati?
I live 90 minutes south of there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking on Air Map here to see if there's any. What do we have here on Air Map? Cincinnati. Okay. How do you? Oh gosh, here we go. I can't spell it. Spell it for me. C-I-N.
C-I-N-N-A-T-I.
That's right. I knew there was a double something or other in there. I can't spell anything. Nah, I ruined it. I think we're in Croatia. Anyway, I can't spell. Oh man. So okay. So I have a decal for you. What decal do you want? Do you want the eyeballs? Would that would clash with your skin? Or do you want a drone pilot decal?
The eyeballs will be fine.
Okay. All right. Well, email me. You can email me here and let me know your address and which decal you want.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for watching our channel and supporting it. What can we do to improve the stream for you?
Nothing really. I'm glad that the audio worked this time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a little dig to the last show, as you remember. Had some audio problems, and luckily he remembered that. I'm in therapy to try to forget that ever happened, but thank you for reminding me. I appreciate it. Awesome. Thanks for being on with us. Much appreciated. Happy flying, and bye to you, my friend.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay, see ya.
And go Reds!
And go Reds. Well, he was a very nice young man, wasn't he?
That was a perfect guest right there, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, we've been lucky with our guests. All right, so I guess that's it. We did the Raz. We did all the other things. I made fun of you enough. Did I make fun of you enough today?
Yeah, I feel like you reached your quota today.
Okay. Drone of Jerry, $5 super chat. Thank you, Jerry. And Tex Mayberry, $2 super chat. Got to pay for the shout out. It's fake. It's still fake. All right. So the viewer video of the week is an absolutely amazing video. It's from a guy named Lucas Lawenda. I have a link to his video and his channel in the description if you want to check it out. I cannot believe that his channel he's a race drone pilot. His channel only has like 1.2 thousand subscribers. And this video, last time I checked, only had about 600 views. This is absolutely a 1 million view video, and you'll see why. So creative. So creative. And this is the viewer video. I'll show it twice. It's so awesome. And it's short, but here it is, the viewer video of the week. It's called Extreme Proximity.
What? oh. Oh.
How about that?
That's amazing.
Isn't it? Would you like to see it again?
Yes, please.
I mean, do you know how he did it?
So is that a race drone, or what is he using there?
I'm thinking since it's small enough to fit through these things that it is a race drone. I haven't talked to him yet. I'm trying to get him on the show so we can talk about how he did that.
Yeah.
But I'm 99% sure how he did it. How do you think he did it? How do you think he did it in the chat?
He's got to be wearing goggles, right? For sure he's wearing goggles.
I would say not. Definitely not. Absolutely
Really?
not. Yes, yes. When you're flying like that, you're going to want to be able to see.
I thought he was probably wearing goggles flying forward, then he reversed the footage.
No. Watch again. Here it is. I'll play it one more time. Enjoy this.
I love the sound effects.
Yeah. Isn't that just fabulous? Isn't it?
All right, what's your theory?
Feels like you bumped your head on that bar when you went through it, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of sound design going on in there. Changing the audio when he went through the pipe and everything. That is just fantastic. I'm impressed with that on so many levels. How do you think he did it, Kelly? Do you have another guess? Because Casey Jennings, pretty sure he's correct. I think what he did was he had a camera mounted backwards on a race drone and just flew it through forwards. He didn't reverse the footage. That's clear. And this is something that I've been meaning to do, but I didn't do it. He beat me to it. But because you remember Matthias Allring, he's flying backwards all the time. For realsies, flying backwards.
Right.
And without a camera mounted either way. So thank you very much for that.
You got to get that guy on the show. You got to get him on.
Yeah, I'm curious myself. But there's a link in the description. If you want to go to his channel, let him know that you saw this video on here and ask him to be on Thursday Night Live, then that'd be an awesome thing. All right.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Thank you so much to everyone for participating in the show tonight. Kelly Green, thanks to you. Thank you to your very tolerant and patient wife. Thank you, Jeff Sills, for the news. Thank you, Jake Sloan, for the awesome Alaskan footage. And thanks to our little young cohort from Cincinnati for being on and spelling Cincinnati for an adult man who should know better. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I sincerely appreciate everyone. And until next time, thanks for watching and subscribing.
And bye.
The killer can process meat. Enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky.
A killer can process meat. Yeah. That was so funny.